Who is an employer? The law defines employer as for any government department or organization, the head or notified officer is an employer. For any other workplace like organizations like companies, private limited, public limited, branch offices, and all that, any person responsible for the management, supervision, and control of the workplace will be an employer. There is a person or board or committee responsible for formulation and administration of policies. So that person or the board or the committee who is responsible will be the employer. For a dwelling place or house, like our own houses, where we have house helps, maids, male helps, drivers, etc., etc., a person or a household who employs or benefits from the employment. For example, for my house help, I am the employer. So the law has defined an employer not only for organized sector but for unorganized sector also. For the maids, domestic helps, for the people who are labor class who are working on the roads and building the roads or the flyovers, etc., etc. So they are also or the shopkeepers or the employees working in shops, which is an unorganized sector. So everybody gets covered under this law. Who is an employee? Again, very important, because this determines whether the person gets covered under the law or not. Who's an employee? Somebody appointed directly or through a contractor. So a permanent employee or a contractual employee, regular, temporary, or ad hoc employee, with or without remuneration or voluntary. Because there are, in my experience, I've seen people coming in our firm, for example, students coming in our firm and requesting us to let them work for 15 days on a project. They are not expecting or they're not getting any remuneration, but still for those 15 days where they are coming and sitting in our organization, we become their employers and they become our employees. Under express or implied terms of employment, not every organization issues appointment letters till now. So there may be organizations which hire employees basis implied terms of employment without an appointment letter, without an offer letter or whatever. Still, the person who's contributing or who's working with the organization becomes an employee. Any probationer, apprentice, trainee, etc., etc., all these become employee for the period that they are serving the organization. Domestic worker in a dwelling place or household is also defined to be an employee. Now, what's a workplace? Very, very important, because people say that this incident did not happen in the office. This happened outside the office. So therefore, the law has defined the workplace to be any place visited by the employee arising out of or during the course of employment, including transportation provided by the employer. Therefore, any parties which are the offsites, the parties which are sponsored by the organization, travel by train, by air to a client site, that travel also gets covered. Cab facility given by the employer uh, becomes a workplace. Our office building, again, where we are working, that's a workplace, of course. And this small cute hut that I've put in the presentation this represents the work from home scenario. So our homes during the work from home scenario have become a workplace, and it's not that since a lot of us are working from home, the instances of sexual harassment are not happening. So physical sexual harassment has converted into virtual sexual harassment. Sad but true. So there are instances of virtual sexual harassment happening in the current scenario, also in the work from home scenario also. So like I said, let's discuss let me share some instances of virtual sexual harassment with you. Okay, let's see this very interesting video.
Before we end this meeting, I would like to say one thing. Pandemic है, जान बचाओ और अपनी जॉब भी. और जॉब बचाने के लिए बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. एक्स्ट्रा काम करना पड़ेगा, एक्स्ट्रा टाइम देना पड़ेगा हर दिन. नहीं तो सबकी जॉब गई समझो. Do I make myself clear? Come on, let's get back to work. प्राची, तुम जरा रुकना. तुमसे कुछ जरूरी बात करनी है. Yes, bye. क्या बात है प्राची? तुम मेरे मैसेजेस का जवाब क्यों नहीं दे रही हो?
So actually I was not well.
जॉब बचानी है ना, तो कुछ एक्स्ट्रा करना होगा। समझ रहे हो ना मेरी बात?
Hey guys.
Hi. Hi Tanya. What are you doing? You just got done with the meeting.
Is it? तुमने मीटिंग में कहा ना कि एक्स्ट्रा मेहनत करनी होगी, एक्स्ट्रा काम करना होगा, तो मुझे लगा कि सीनियर मैनेजमेंट को शुरुआत करनी चाहिए। प्राची, क्या कह रहे थे बॉस?
मैम सर फिर से वो पर्सनल मैसेजेस की बात कर रहे थे।
पीके, पढ़े मैंने तुम्हारे पर्सनल मैसेजेस। तुम्हें पता है ना जॉब किसी की भी जा सकती है?
No, you're getting this wrong.
We need to
This
talk.
is a misunderstanding.
We need to talk. Prachi, are you fine?
Yes ma'am.
Sure?
Yes.
Don't worry. We'll take care of it. Okay? Take care of yourself.
So harassment can take place virtually also, and that's a small example of how it can happen. A few instances which got reported. Let me share these instances for virtual sexual harassment. One woman who chose to remain anonymous said the director of the company used to take screenshots of emails which he shared with colleagues, making derogatory statements and implying that the photos look like we're doing sexual acts. So strange but true. One more instance reported where the female had complained that I have had multiple calls with clients where they've made lewd comments about how I sound. The most common is you sound sexy, you should be working as a phone sex operator. Another victim said that she received highly sexual phone messages from a colleague who got the number from a work WhatsApp group, and he started messaging her privately. The chat started with his sexual desire for her. Okay, so these were few instances of virtual sexual harassment.
Welcome to Complinity Technologies. Complinity is India's leading governance, risk and compliance software helping companies to manage their compliance, contracts, litigation, legal updates, inter-financial controls and more. Complinity is a one-stop shop for all GRC needs. With our proprietary 12 GRC modules and real-time legal updates on 2,000 plus laws and 24,000 plus compliances. All in an integrated platform that is easy to use with automated alerts and risk management capabilities. Is why compliance managers, general counsels and chief financial officers choose Complinity every time. Join the most innovative and prestigious brands that use Complinity. Automating your compliance management. Request a demo at complinity.com.